Hello YouTube, good morning. Here we are. Well, we have our start to another day that's already in progress. Well, we're not at the campground anymore. Kind of look you can sort of tell. Well, we are somewhere a little bit out of the ordinary. Somewhere that I haven't been in a very long time. And yeah, welcome to our vlog. So, here we go. Well, woke up this morning bright and early, decided to hop in the truck and head her to Calgary. I know it was only a few months ago that I drove through Calgary, however, today we are at the zoo. Gonna go in there and, well, look at some animals, see some relatives, do a little bit of a wander around, see what trouble we can get into. And, well, hey, you never know, right? Probably will shoot some video, put a couple of small clips in this here vlog. As always, there will be a full-length video or videos on the Maxwell's World channel coming up in the future. Got about 6 minutes or so to spare until they open the gates and the feeding frenzy begins. So, gonna get prepared, do a camera check, wander on over, and a round re-roll. So yeah, you guessed her. Catch y'all later.
There you go. Press the red button.
What does the red button do?
I don't know. Release the Kraken.
Little bit of an early evening update. Well, had an interesting trip to the Calgary Zoo. Traffic was normal, was, well, major city traffic kind of a deal, but once we got all through that, the zoo itself was good. Got some video as well as should be able to make something out of my footage. It's a little hard to do a good job at taping something that doesn't want to stand still, or sometimes plays by its own rules, not stand there waiting for tourists to come by and gawk at it and poke it with sticks, you know. Animals have a tendency of going and laying in the shade, or, you know, passing out on a rock, or hiding altogether somewhere else and not being there when people walk by. So there was a few that were a little bit disappointing, but there were some of the animals that were there that weren't there, whether they were in another building or they were relocated or something like that. But I guess well, there's always another 20 years, right? Well, nice little walk. It wasn't that hot today. Coming up, it's supposed to be in the mid-30s, so that would have been a bad day to have walked around there, because it was hot enough today, just the way it was. They charge like $3 there for a bottle of water, so they kind of have a captive audience. You know, if you want to stay cool, you pay their outrageous prices for drinks. Well, of course, didn't really do any shopping, didn't even stop at the Costco or nothing, just kind of well, pointed her back this way, head her on here. You can't really call it home, but I guess you could call it home for the next few days. And well, here we are now. Again, gonna probably crack a beverage, sit in my chair, and well, sit there until dark. So yeah, we will catch you all then. Little bit of late evening update. Well, of course, as you've seen earlier, came on back, got all set up here once again in the campsite for another day. Made some supper, relaxed a little bit. Currently just putting the footage from the camera onto the computer from the Calgary zoo trip. Look, you can, well, maybe tell. I have a bunch of short clips, obviously. You know, it's hard to shoot, once again, animals, because they have their own personalities, their own schedules, their own will. It's not like shooting a museum or, you know, the bones at Drumheller, because they're wanting to move, right? So some clips are going to be only 10 or 15 seconds, and then the animal moves or goes out of focus or flies away, or some of them are just going to be a close-up shot of the animal sitting on a rock. It is what it is, you know. This time around, it's going to be the trip. It's going to be what it is. Maybe in the future we can do another visit out there and see the new panda exhibit they're building and the new camel exhibit, as well as the suspension bridge they're putting in. They're doing a lot of work to help flood proof or flood resist the whole zoo thing. Way back there in, what was it, 2013, the big flood that happened around through Red Deer, through Calgary. There was a lot of damage there, and a lot of work has been done to remedy that, to help it not to happen again, to fix the damage and stuff. So they're technically still fixing the damage and trying to prevent it from happening again in the future. Well, I gotta decide if I want to take the risk and format my memory cards here. The cards that I shot the museum footage on, as well as the zoo footage on. Because all the footage is on this here computer. However, this here computer hasn't been tested. I've never had video footage on it before, nor do I know if the video footage can be took back off it. I have transferred video footage from my desktop onto here, and transferred video footage back to the desktop, so I know there's a strong possibility that that could be done. So do I format my memory cards and risk losing the footage, or do I use the brand new memory cards or SD cards that I bought before I left town that really haven't been tested for more than a 5 or so minute walk around my yard? So tomorrow I want to go do the tour of the Badlands and stuff, look at the rock formations, look at all the sites out there. So hopefully the cards work the way they're supposed to be, and the batteries hold charge the way they need to be, and well, it'll all be fine. So yeah, you guessed her. Probably gonna end up ending her all here, because, well, today was a very busy day. Tomorrow's another day. And around we go. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's Vlogs. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.